After Hours, a space where we have real, honest, unfiltered conversations about relationships, feelings, and the things we don't always say out loud. I think sometimes we say things because we haven't experienced them. We say things we wouldn't do because we have no experience of them. And this takes me back to where I used to say siwezi date mtu mwenye ana cheat. I wouldn't stay with a cheating man. If I found out that he's cheating, I'll just leave. And I was very bold saying that. Hata sikukuanga hata nikishtuka. I was like, I'll just leave no matter what. Why would someone cheat on me? Why would someone choose someone else over me? Or they just decide to be with someone else and I'm here for them. No, right now I figure out that it was an easy thing to say because I wasn't there yet. And I think we don't always feel it. Si ni kitu tu ya kusema anyway, it's not a big deal. Ni kitu tu ya kufanya anyway. I didn't think much of it until I was in that situation. Until I was in that relationship where I was cheated on and I stayed, funny enough. And I remembered myself when I used to say that statement so boldly to everyone. I thought I had standards. Ikaniramba. Not really kuniramba, but I felt like I wouldn't just leave people to. Because already I was attached to that person. Emotionally attached. Everything of me was attached. I had emotions, just like everyone else would. I was confused. I didn't know what to do. Now, when I found out I was cheated on, I started thinking about what I did wrong. And most of it all, it was not, I was not being cheated with one person, numerous women, almost around 4 or 5. Yeah. Imagine that feeling when you always think when William say this person can cheat on you, you're pretty, you have brains, you know what you're doing everything perfectly in that relationship. Why would he cheat on you? Life has a different way of humbling you, I tell you. Life really ni humble, literally. That feeling when you find out that person is cheating on you and you feel like crying, your heart broken. But the funny thing is that you can't leave. You only stay because you think you can fix it. And to those people who can understand me, those people who can go to their partners and be like, babe, what did I do wrong? Oh my God. No, you're the one thinking that you did something wrong. You're the one thinking that it's your fault that they cheated. You have to lower your ego down and go ask them why they cheated. And yet you're the one, now that person is a victim and you're the villain in that story. Some things though, go there to your partner and ask them what you did wrong. Blame yourself for everything. Probably think that you've not been doing everything perfectly the way you thought you were doing. Yeah. Gets worse and worse and worse. I think nobody talks about the kind of thoughts that go through your mind when you find out that your partner is cheating. Story for another day. Um, so each and every time I think about what I usually said that I wouldn't do because I had no experience with them, it reminds me of that time when life humbled me. And sometimes I would sit and be like, is this really me that usually say that I wouldn't be with a person if they cheated? Now, what am I doing here because this person cheated and I'm still here? What am I doing? And I realized you never know some things until you experience them. Really. You see, the way we always talk about why someone is single, why single mothers decide to be single, why they decide to leave their husbands or their baby daddies, why someone just gets pregnant out of wedlock. We tend to judge a lot of people because you're not there yet. You judge a mother, yet you're not a mother. You judge a married person, and yet you're not married. We judge a lot of things, and yet we are not the one in those shoes. Wait until you get to their shoes. Wait until you experience those things, and then we can see what you have to say about it. I stopped judging people when I realized you can't judge someone whom you don't know. Some people have gone through a lot, and we tend to judge them. I mean, it's the nature of human beings, right? To judge. But remember, you're not in that position yourself. We always look at the picture on the outside because we are not in that picture. But I think life has a way of getting to you in some way. Life has a way of changing your perspective in every other way. And that's why we always change our perspectives through experiences. Probably when you are growing up, mindset yet will not change. There's some time you used to think this way and now you're thinking differently. And I normally say we grow up each and every day. There's some things I didn't know when I was 18. There's some things I didn't know when I was 22. There's some things I know now that probably I'll just drop them when I'm 30. So, yeah, life can humble you big, big time. The things we always think we know, we don't know until we get there. I know a lot of us, a lot of the people normally say they'll never do some things. It's normal for everyone to say that. It's normal for you to think that you have standards. But my dear, let me tell you, your standards will drop the moment you experience those things. Life, it has a way of teaching us things. And no one knows. No one knows when and nowhere. But until you experience things, learn not to judge. I can't literally say that I stopped judging, like, kabisa, kabisa, obviously. I can judge some people, I can judge some things. But again, I always want to remind myself that I don't have to. I don't have to be judging people. So yeah, I don't know who needed to hear this, but I said what I said, and I experience really changes a lot of things. Experience changes everything. Uh, like, subscribe, share. See you on the next one. Bye.